Doctor Who, Time Lord, Fairy Tales, Frozen Beauty. Once upon a time, long before the vortex drives and time capsules were even thought of, journeys through space took a very long time indeed. The distance between worlds was measured not in days or weeks, not in months or even years, but in centuries. Some ships, like the Great Leviathan Fleet, were whole worlds in themselves. People lived, grew old, and died in the artificial habitats on board these ships. Their children lived, grew old, and died, and so did their children's children. Generations later, the ships would reach their new worlds. But, on most ships, the crew and passengers slept for the centuries it took to reach their destination. So it was on the Stellar Fire, the most advanced ship of its age, the pride of the fleet of colony vessels. The Stellar Fire's captain was renowned for her courage and her skill. She was hailed as one of the very best officers anywhere in the space fleet, and this was perhaps why she was given command of its finest and fastest ship. She was as proud of her command as her crew was to work for her. But even the most advanced and prized of starships encountered problems. The Stellar Fire was just 50 years into her voyage, skirting the frontier worlds of the Andromeda system, when her engines misphased and the ship crashed onto a small uncharted planet. All contact was lost with the main computers. The systems that were designed to wake the crew in an emergency failed, and the sleepers slept on. That might have been the end of the story, but for one thing, the captain of the Stellar Fire had a brother. When the ship had started its journey, he was no one special, just a young man, unimaginably proud of his older sister's reputation and achievement. But 50 years later, in his twilight years, Abaddon Glamis had become one of the richest men in the galaxy. In any galaxy, come to that. When he learned that all contact had been lost with his sister's ship, he immediately organized a rescue mission.